look at this Hydra Sorcerer from the current season. You have so many heads and the Hydras are eating up uber list, and soon we're gonna have one big Hydra. And there's also already a pit clear 102 here with the Burn Hydra Sorcerer. And there's even a boss kill here on pit 102, going crazy for the Burn Inferno Hydra. Hey everybody, it's Rob here. The Hydra is gonna get an amazing buff in Season 9, getting insane multipliers. We get a new amulet, and we also get a new aspect here, allowing the size and the damage to go crazy. This is one of the most exciting builds here, in my opinion, that I'm mostly looking forward to play here for the new season. We're gonna look into it. Even right now, guys, you can just, you know, summon your Hydras, and they're already eating pretty good. And this all is with only 8 heads, because I didn't want to like spend all the master working. This is already with 8 heads, and you can get up to 12 here, and we're gonna have an entire Hydra army here that's gonna attack. And once I'm like also pushing like all my other buttons, this already is hitting for quite some decent numbers, and it looks like this build is gonna get a 20x. So we can perma teleport and we can summon Hydras here all the time. And those Hydras gonna be like basically one massive Hydra in the coming patch, and they're gonna have more multiplicative damage the more heads we have here. And this is gonna be a super exciting build, I hope. And I wanna like show you here the planner real quick and some of the challenges this build has, but also crunch some of the numbers here, how crazy it gets. So the main attraction, guys, is this new amulet here. We already have the planner updated, and the planner is here as well as crazy dot damage buffs. But the Ophidian Iris, I hope I pronounced this correctly, this is actually super insane amulet. So this basically means Hydra is now a core skill. So we can make it scale with all of our core multipliers. For example, here the elemental dominance giving us mana, and just another like many more glyphs and stuff that will finally work with the Hydra, giving like extra new multipliers. We're also getting big ranks to Devouring Blaze, and now every Hydra that will be summoned gets bigger the more heads it would have had. So right now the maximum amount of heads is 18 that you can get. You see, like my Hydras, they only have like, I don't know, 12 heads or something, right? So you only have like 12 headed Hydras, and you can make them scale even more if you masterwork the weapon. It goes up to plus 12 ranks here. And you also have the implicit on the new amulet here saying casted Hydras have 2 extra heads. So you're gonna get a crazy multiplier from these heads. So you can get total 18 heads. 3 heads are gonna remain on the Hydra. And that means you're getting 16x. That means you have 15 heads times 100%. That means 1,500% X damage. That means a 16 multiplier alone from the heads. But that's not all. We are also getting this new aspect here, the Serpentine aspect. It's also here in the planner that I'm going to link below. And this is one of the craziest multipliers in the entire game, giving you 5%, if you're putting this on a two-hander, 5% per every 1 mana point spent for the Hydra damage. So it's going to consume the mana, and it's going to give you this crazy multiplier. And just alone, if you're having 200 mana, you're getting 200 times 5. That's 1,000% X from this new aspect that's been reworked now. So absolute crazy. And this one is basically going to give you another, like, I calculated with 250 mana, because we have like Tybet's Wills, we have like mana passives here. The planner is going to be linked below. Obviously, it's not fully done, but I think you can reach like 200, 250 mana on the Sorcerer. And that's going to end up like an insane multiplier here for the entire build, basically, going completely crazy. So this is up to like 200x damage, and then obviously you also lose like some of the heads, right? Like you get a multiplier, you get double damage per head, but you're still going to lose that head. It's not going to attack. So there's a bit of a penalty here. We go from 18 to 3 heads, so we get divided by 6. We lose the weapon aspect, we lose the amulet aspect because we have to use a new one. But in the end, guys, we are still getting like about a 13x multiplier, and this might go even higher, you know, because it's also a core skill. So I think like it's fair to say that this build is going to get 15 times or about 15 times stronger. It's going to be completely insane. And I'll just show you here some of the base principle right now. So obviously you're playing the new Amulet, you're cooking Devouring Blaze, Tarasha, Starless Skies, because now it's a core skill that works very well. Tybert's Will works pretty well, max resources. That I'm not sure about the gloves. There is a bug fix in the patch notes where they say, you know, they kind of like nerf these gloves and it's not going to scale the primordial ranks like as crazy as it does right now in the game. But we'll have to see about that, how much that's going to change here. So 18 ranks might go a bit down, but I still think this is an insanely strong gloves. But we might get another multiplayer here for another legendary gloves aspect. Worst case, we can also use Fist of Fate. That's going to synergize very well with this build as well. And then we have the Shroud of False Death and here a Shaco. So we get the extra resource from the Shaco. I think it's still better to masterwork the cooldown, but the extra resource is basically another big multiplier here for our Serpentine aspect. And you know, we might even choose, if Perma Evade's going to be fine, to masterwork the resources. But I think overall cooldown is just so insane, so we're going to stick with cooldown here for now. And then obviously there might be some other setups, guys, like we don't know what's the best here. There's also quite some challenges for the build. So right now I have Inferno here because it gives you a multiplier. You have Firewall because it gives you a multiplier. Frost Nova, Familiar, Ice Armor, and then obviously the Hydra with Hydra Enchant and Teleport Enchant. And this will obviously allow you with the Teleport Enchant, like if you've played Sorc before, you know the stuff, you know the drill. You can basically lay down your Hydras and then you can still like perma evade all the time. And you see the damage is not even that bad. You see like it's already hitting for a couple billion damage. And this is like per hit, and there is like many hits. And keep in mind that this damage is going to be at least 10x. So I think this is good potential to be a pretty cool build. We'll see, of course. There's also some other nerfs to Familiar, but some other buffs as well. So I just wanted to showcase you this build because I think it's going to have a very cool, tremendous potential. There's also an Uber Lilith kill here that I want to show you real quick. And this was from the current season, from season 8, and you can see him absolutely like melting the Lilith, and this is how it looks like here. I'm going to link this video below. This is what it looks like if you actually have the full masterwork on the Hydra. So you see this absolute army here cooking up here on the Hydra multipliers, and they are completely eating Lilith. And we basically have one problem with the build, and that is, are we going to be playing it as a dot-based build? Because there is many dot multipliers coming in the new season. For example, we have a multiplier, this is one of the gems, that's going to allow us to basically have a Bane of the Stricken, like an ever infinite damage increasing multiplier when we apply burning damage. So I think the best way to play is, the PC is overheating. The best way to play this is with like a burning based build. You also can make very good use of the Nagu rune because of all the pets. And you see how Lilith just gets melted. Like this is already hitting for billions and billions of burning damage, making very easy work of T4 Lilith. And this is like before, you know, all these crazy buffs that we're gonna get. And then again, there's like the 102 pit that's already rocking with the Hydra. And you can kind of see here like how he's casting the flame walls. This is like a burn-based build. And I think burn-based has the most potential. But then we have some anti-synergy with the Devouring Blaze on the Amulet and stuff. So there's definitely a lot more cooking that needs to be done on this build. I just want to share the planner and some of the ideas here. Because this is like what many people ask me about. And also this is, at least for the Sorcs, you know, one of the most interesting builds I feel in general for the entire season. And he basically just like beats the Blessed Mother here in this clear. It's going pretty good, right? So Sorcerer pretty insane, and many buffs coming. We quickly check some of the skill tree here, so probably can get rid of Incinerate now. I think I still had it here. This is actually not correct. So we're gonna put this here in Devastation. More max mana again, more multiply. We get 5% X per point. Elemental Dominance, also Hydra is a core skill, so we get more mana damage. We probably want Flame Shield. I'm not quite sure yet. For the Unstoppable again, we have Teleport. We have the Teleport Enchant. We have Ice Armor, Frost Nova. We might drop one of this for Flame Shield. We'll see. But then Hydra here with the base damage done is doing more burning. This is basically how it procs like all your burning stuff. Familiar, and then here Primordial Binding, of course. Going completely crazy. Devouring Blaze, Inner Flames, Firewall here, extra multiplier to burn. And then we have all the generic multipliers. Inferno here giving us a 1.5x multiplicatively. And obviously Convulsion is still going to be insane here. With Enlightenment, I think, because of the gloves, we'll see how crazy the nerf is going to hit for Enlightenment. We also have to consider that. And the Hydra enchantment here is just like you know, basically producing even more Hydras. And it's going to be a very fun build to play, I think. And people will hopefully enjoy this a lot. The Paragon I haven't even cooked much. We'll have to test some of the basic stuff on the PTR. And obviously, like, get the new aspects for this to reign pretty supreme. I would hope. Like, we'll see what it's going to end up, but I'm sure excited about this build. And there's just a ton of potential here, and it's just looking cool, you know, to summon like an entire army of these. Look at those guys. Like, I'm just taking a bath here in the Hydras. We're having a great time with the boys, and man, I don't know like how many heads they had in this clear, but this Hydra is already like double the character size and like quadruple the dog size. Maybe we're gonna have a Hydra, you know, that's gonna cover up the entire screen once we have like all the heads masterworked, and with the new amulet, like it's gonna be like just 3 like insanely large Hydras that are gonna do like 20x the damage, and then another 20x from the aspect. So we're gonna get 18x here, and we're gonna get another like 13x here from this new aspect. So man, this is I'm very much looking forward to this, guys. We'll see, but this is just some of the ideas. Again, I'll link the planner below. The planner's updated. We're also going to add the Season 9 stuff here. We already have this crazy Tyrant Bane, basically forever increasing the dot multis. We have another damage multi here, and then another damage multi here based on lucky hit with the Cataclysm. So I think it's going to be eating good, guys. Let's check out the Hydra. I can't jump in. Tuesday, we start the PTR. Let's go, Sorc Nation. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.